The influence of culture on global gastronomy. Gastronomy as a form of cultural expression is one of the most representative elements of a community's identity. Through flavors, ingredients, and culinary techniques, each society tells its own story, reflecting its climate, geography, tradition, and beliefs. With globalization and increasing cultural exchange, gastronomy has evolved into fusion of cultures that transcend borders. Cultural roots of cuisine. Every traditional dish has a history behind it. In countries like Italy, pasta is not just food but a symbol of family unit and hospitality. Similarly, sushi in Japan reflects the tradition of preserving and highlighting fresh ingredients, while Mexican cuisine, with its models and tamales, tells a story of the fusion between pre-Hispanic and Spanish culture. Additionally, regions has played a fundamental role in shaping culinary tradition. For example, in Islamic community, halal diet established rules about primitive food, while in Judaism, kosher life influenced food preparation. This practice not only dictates that is eaten but also reinforces cultural and religious identities. Globalization and gastronomy. With the advance of international trade and migration, foods that were once exclusive to certain regions are now available worldwide. For instance, Mexican tacos, Japanese ramen, and Italian pizza have adapted to various palates, creating unique versions in different regions. However, this globalization has all raised concerns about the loss of authenticity. Restaurant and food chains other modify traditional recipes to make them more palatable for global markets, diluting the essence of the regional dishes. Gastronomy has a tool of diplomacy in world full of tension. Food has become a bridge between cultures, diplomatic dinners, and international food festivals allow nations to showcase the best of their cultural heritage throughout cuisine. This exchange strengthens ties between communities and promotes greater mutual understanding. Environmental impact of modern gastronomy. Although global gastronomy has many advantages, it all poses challenges, particularly in terms of sustainability. Transporting food over long distance contribute to the carbon footprint, and intensive farming practice affect biodiversity. This has led to a growing movement toward local consumption and promotion of native ingredients in contemporary kitchens, evolving toward the future. The future of gastronomy is marked by innovation, from the use of technology in cooking to exploring new protein sources like insects. Gastronomy continues to adapt to the changing needs of the world. However, it is essential that this progress respect the cultural roots and give food its meaning. Question and answer. 1. Why is gastronomy important as a cultural expression? Gastronomy is important because it encapsulates a community tradition, history, and social practice. Each dish tells a history, connecting people to their heritage and passing cultural values from one generation to the next. For example, a Mexican mole is not just dish but a remain of the blending of indigenous and Spanish culture. 2. Who has globalization impacted culinary tradition? Globalization has made ingredients and culinary techniques from different parts of the world more accessible, fostering innovation and diversity. However, it has all led to the commercialization and modification of traditional recipes, which can result in the loss of cultural authenticity. 3. 3. What role does religion play in culinary tradition? Religion defines what foods are considered acceptable and how they should be prepared. For instance, in Islam, halal laws guide diets, while in Judaism, kosher rules determine dietary practice. These guidelines strengthen community identity and connect believers to their spiritual belief. 4. What challenge does gastronomy face in terms of sustainability? Challenges include overexploitation of natural resources, food tradition contributing to climate change, and loss of biodiversity. Addressing these issues require a focus on local consumption, sustainable agriculture, and reducing food waste. 5. How can gastronomy promote culture, cultural diplomacy? Gastronomy serves as a bridge between culture by allowing people to experience the tradition and values of other countries throughout food. Diplomatic dinners and food festivals are examples of how cuisine can foster peace, friendship, and international cooperation.